Hey guys, Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk. Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite ways to play a medium, and it's the Opportunist. I know some of you may already know exactly what's going to happen right here. You know, mediums they run the gamut probably more than any of the other tanks. Some of them can be played very much like a heavy. Some of them are very much a glass cannon, say a leopard, speed and repositioning, things like that. This one is sort of in that vein. It's more or less like a leopard PTA. Thanks, fellas. Good morning. Which means that most people will look at that and go, I need to be second line, need to be sniper, need to be standoff. On a map like whatever this is, El Haloofdorf, you'll see a lot of mediums go where all these guys are going, and holy cow, how many people are over there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of our team. Close to half of our actual tanks went over that way. Which is another reason why often I will take mediums to spots like this. I just don't find sitting around on ridges is either A, very fun overall. I mean, occasionally it is, and there are tanks and situations where you certainly would want to do that. I also don't find it to be extremely effective in getting damage. Because the hit point, there's no hit points over there. There's a 430, and there's some other campers that you might be able to shoot at across. Look at this IS-7 is going to go. The other thing about it when you do something like this is you're just another gun when heavies do things like that. You've got the speed, right? So you can get to positions like that, and you can take those free shots. It's a very soft medium. Here goes another Muppet. It's a very soft medium, which means that when that IS-7 crosses, if he picks you and shoots you on the move, you're probably going to take damage. So there's trade-offs, guys. I'm not telling you that you're going to be invulnerable when you go to spots like this, but you want to be an opportunist. So 2 shots of opportunity right there. One just from the speed, got up there with a 260. We punished the IS-7. The Leopard, I don't know, loses his mind and tries to cross. He should have known once we were both spotted that he was never going to make that move, but he did. He gave it a shot. And now I got to be an opportunist with this bit of a push. This is extremely dangerous on this map, guys. How many times have you seen people get up underneath like this and get shredded? They've got an IS-7 there which can turn around. The 277 can put pressure, but there's also an IS-7 there and God knows what else. And then we've got a couple TDs, one of them being the big old 4005 right there. The good news here is if you look at the rolls up there, right? And you look at the light bulbs, what else can be here? Well, the only other things that could be here are the Tiger Mouse, which he ends up being here. So that's problematic. He's a good tank for this position, especially where the IS-7 is on that corner there, side scraping and that kind of thing, being a big blocker. The Kunze could be on the ramp, as could the Patton. Those are both problematic here. So this push is often shredded because people will start coming up and over this ridge and they'll start eating shots from this position back here where you can see the 114 Sharpfooter and the Skoda are sitting. So you got to be careful. It's good because we've got different angles, but you've got to be careful. How many times have you seen a push get disintegrated here? And I'm not quite ready to commit. I get lit by that guy. I'm like, what on earth? Where'd that guy come from? And then the 4005 just makes a move. I'm like, well, let's punish this guy. We'll slap him. Maybe the T-54 can jump in. He hit somebody, but paid for it big time. Not quite reloaded. This gun does hit for 390, but it does take a while. I should have shot the Tiger Mouse, by the way. I had side armor on him. I just made a bad selection of target. So it takes a long time for this thing to reload. I'm going to try to, I don't know, sneak one in, track him at least. There we go. That'll work. Tiger Mouse is taking a little bit of damage, and we kill off their other IS-7. And we've created ourselves a nice lead. All the campers down there. I mean, to be honest, you can't really fault Two Grills and the Stir for being where they are. You could take a grill here. I've done it. It's awesome to pop out and slap somebody for 750. If you're careful, if you're an opportunist, you can do that. It's easier with a medium that are generally more maneuverable. But again, the same thing applies as far as the whole discussion here. Sometimes I will take my grill over here. And what I'm looking for is just the ability to pop out and say hello. And one thing to think about when you're doing that kind of thing is If you're not fast, like the medium where you can get in position, come up behind your heavies and just hang out for a while and sort of time the ebb and flow of the poking and pick your opportunity to come out and slap somebody for 750. That's how I kind of run that one. Being very careful of things like the 55-55. If you let them know you're there early and you're out of sync with good pokes, you're going to get punished. It's a little more difficult to do with a TD like that, with a glass cannon, than it is with a medium like this. But now we're just going to come in here and cause these guys issues. And that's what I was talking about. The Tiger Mouse is actually pretty dang dangerous right here. So we'll come in here. I'm like, all right, how am I going to do this without either clipping somebody else or getting in their way or causing an issue? All right, he's fired. T-54 fired, so I'm going to come out. I should have come out a little bit more. And I'm going to back out and get out of this guy's way. There we go. Nope, he decides he doesn't want any more of that. Tiger Mouse got slapped, so he's at 944. We got a huge lead. There goes the Tiger Mouse. That's good. All right, this push right here, guys. This push right here, again, opportunist. I want to get up underneath all of this and start getting shots and get spotting. Right, there's a lot of hit points hanging out back here. I want to be over here, up underneath that sniper position. So when you come off this hill, you need to carve left a bit because you want to put this hill right here between you and this hill. So you need to be over here. So come off, cut left, get up underneath this as fast as possible. Watch the spotting circle. Actually, I'll just see if I can get a free shot there. Hard to tell. Might have hit somebody. Watch the white spotting circle. See, I'm actually too far right. I'm way too... There we go. I finally figured it out. There we go. Carve left. Now, you are vulnerable right about here. They can still hit you. And I'm able to sneak in just... Yep, he saw me. I think I saw him. He might have been spotted by somebody else right before that. Right before I got to the spotting point. Oh, nope. Looks like spotting points for me, fellas. Check it out. I just got another 1,000 off the Skirta. So we're going to be smart. We're actually going to go to HE on this guy. Nice. 47. I'll take it. Okay, so there's a patent tank. I don't know what he's doing. It's an interesting spot. He's problematic, though, isn't he? Because I don't really have great shots on him. I was trying to bait a shot. He's probably going to slap me if I come up. Look at him. He's just staring at me. Absolutely staring at me. He takes a hit. I'm hoping maybe he's going to look at somebody else, but not quite. All right, I sneak one in. That was lucky as heck, but we'll take it. We will take it. We hit him once. The unfortunate part about this is he's kind of locking me down from getting other shots. He times that well. I get slapped by Artie, too, at the same time. 250. Kind of lucky, actually. I'm glad that thing didn't actually slap me directly. I don't know if it missed, but it certainly hurt. Oh, that's a bummer. Didn't really aim for the hatch very well right there. I was just sort of hoping something would go through. I'm just going to say screw it. Push. If he hits me, he hits me. There he goes. He dies. Come off this way, and we're just looking for more damage if we can. We'll just shoot him on the way. Didn't work. All right, that's fine. There's hit points up here, guys. This is where I'm going, right? Most people will sit back and play Sniper Reno. I have decent speed. I'm an opportunist. I have 2,464 assists and 2,000 damage, so I'm not actually burning the world up with this, but I am increasing what I might otherwise have. If I'd have sat up and played second line sniper guy, this is pretty funny right here. He notices me right after I shoot him. He makes a runner. He's like, I'm going. Oh, I wanted to ram him. Dang it. Now we're both going to jump. Oh, but, oh. Oh, no. So there you go, guys. Opportunists, that's what I'm talking about when I talk about taking your mediums or even your TDs at times to the heavy brawl. It's not always the best idea. You got to pay attention to the map and the situation. This map happens to be a pretty good one. I'm probably not surprising a lot of you by saying take a medium up here to the heavy brawl in the Northwest, especially the mediums with good turrets and gun depression. That's a no-brainer. You can really go up there and do some good work. But depending on what's on the other team, you know, if you've got a setup where there's not a lot of heavies at all, then and you're a top tier medium, you probably do need to be up there anyway. But as far as the opportunist piece goes, time your pokes, be careful with your kind of weak glass tanks in terms of armor. Pick your shots, pick your times, pick your repositions and your flanks, and you can turn what is probably looks like maybe not a great game in terms of what are my opportunities with a medium on this. Go hang out down in the south and snipe maybe across and sort of crawl up the hill and maybe get some spotting. That's a possibility. You can certainly do that. But in terms of going to where the hit points are definitely going to be and helping your team clean up that critical terrain, that's probably your best bet. And then if your campers lose, you can always flow back down to the south, and it's the same thing from the other spawn. You can flow back then to the east if your spawn gets threatened. There you go. Let me know what you think. That's all I've got for today. Have a great one. We will see you.